What's up everyone, this is your boy Gumzy and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about one of my favorite weddings. Well, all of the weddings I cover are my favorite, but this one is little different. This was my first time shooting an African traditional wedding. I get to know that I'm shooting this wedding with one of my friend. I got excited. Very first thing came to my mind is how I'm going to shoot it, because this was my first time. I didn't know how to shoot an African wedding. What are the tradition, how the things will work. So guys, I googled it a little bit before one day of the wedding to get to know their tradition, their values, so I'm not doing anything weird on the wedding day. As usual, I talked to the client few days in advance to get to know their needs and wants. The client was very flexible with the shooting style, so I took my own style. Well, sometimes clients have their very specific taste regarding their wedding to be shoot. So as a videographer or a photographer, it's your duty to keep that in mind. By the way guys, we were 3 people shooting this wedding, 1 photographer and 2 videographer. I was shooting groom's party and one of my colleague, he was shooting bridal party. In the morning, I took my energy drink like always and reached the location 30 minutes early. It was a hotel. The positive side of shooting in hotel that you know that the rooms will be bigger, brighter and cleaner. So that's what happened. When I entered the room, I saw a big window with bright light. I got excited because in this kind of situation, I don't need an artificial light. So I didn't unpack my video lights. And right after that, I get to know that I have to shoot bride as well because she was getting ready in the same hotel. My gear was all set and ready to go. So I was like, yep, sure, let's do it. And then I started shooting with bridal first. She was looking so beautiful with that bright bridal dress. So guys, here is a tip number 1. Always reach on the location 30 minutes early, so you have time to set up your gear, gel up with client and then start shooting on time. In my case, I was there in the hotel 30 minutes early. I talked to the bride and groom. Then guys, I start shooting close-up detailed shots of her ornaments. As I said, it was my first time shooting an African wedding, so I took some extra shots to make sure that I'm not missing anything. After I was done with the bridal, I took a small water break. Then I started with the groom. Same thing happened with the groom. He had a very nice dress with lots of ornaments. This wedding was so different than as usual. Usually I do very simple weddings. Okay guys, let's talk about my camera gear here. I was using Sony A7 IV with 17 to 28 Sigma lens. I was using a gimbal for those detailed shots. And guys, I was shifting from gimbal to handheld to tripod for different shots. Here's the tip number 2. Don't be shy. If you guys are comfortable using gimbal, then use gimbal. Otherwise, you can do handheld or on a tripod. After I was done with my video shots, my coworker started taking pictures. That means if you're taking picture and your coworker is taking video, then you guys need to split your work. One person can work with bride and one person work with groom. And after once you're done with them, switch your sides. That's what we did. It will save your time and then you look professional. We exactly took 1 hour to shoot both of them, video and picture. Once they were ready, we took them out from the hotel for those portraits. And here we did the same thing to save the time. My colleague, he was taking picture from different angles and I was shooting from a different prospect for video. So here comes the tip number 3. When you're shooting on a wide angle lens, you get very less shakes, even on a handheld. In my case, I was using Sony A7 Mark IV, which has image stabilization inbuilt. I took the advantage of that feature and produced a very silky smooth image. And my gimbal performed like an icing on the cake. And right after that, we took them to a very beautiful location which was very close to the hotel. We had only 1 hour to shoot, so we start shooting right away. The couple was so cool and cooperative, which helped us a lot to take those shots. Here are some of the cinematic clips for you guys. Have a look and let me know how did you guys like it. If you guys really like it, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe and share with your friends. And right after that, we jumped to the party hall. It was a very traditional wedding, so they had so much tradition to perform. And I was surprised to know that they had 5 different entries with 5 different outfits. We were 3 people shooting that wedding, 2 videographers and 1 photographer, and we managed it so well. First I start shooting wide angle on a gimbal, then after I borrowed a 35mm 1.4 from my colleague. If you are new to the wedding shoot, it's possible you have very limited gear. So don't be shy to ask from your colleagues. In my case, I took one lens from my colleague and I loved it. And the results were super cool. And Sony 35mm 1.4, it's amazing lightweight lens. I'm in love with that. I might go and get one for myself very soon. The performance was so good. So right now I'm stuck with 2.8, but that lens was 1.4, so it helped me to achieve that creamy look in low light. If you guys want to know more about lenses, make sure you comment and let me know. I will make a separate video just about lenses. So that is all about for this wedding. Let me know if you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe it, like it and share it with your friends, and I will see you next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.